Hello, everyone. We are back with another Fraud Watch Friday, and today we're going to be talking about a feature of scams that if you run into this, it's just a red flag that you need to watch out, and that is gift cards. If a pitch involves gift cards, you really need to watch out. So to help me explain this, I've got a couple of our great volunteers joining me today. As always, Jean is on Whidbey Island. Debbie is in Spokane. Hi, guys. How's things going today?
Very nice.
Well, I can't wait to hear about this because we hear so much about gift cards and people being asked to use gift cards. And it just seems like people don't know what to look for, but it's just a red flag. So, Debbie, I think you're going to start us off with the first thing that we need to look out for in terms of gift cards. So take it away.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to take myself out.
The AARP Fraud Watch Network has a long history of fraud prevention and victim assistance. We want to do all we can to share information that will help protect you and your money. This display probably looks familiar. Gift cards are issued by many retailers and banks, and they're used as an alternative to cash. Fraud criminals are cashing in on these popular and convenient products in ways that were never intended. We were shocked at the extent of gift card scams. There's a good chance that you're among the 1 in 3 adults who reported that they or someone they knew was asked to pay a bill, a fee, or some other debt or obligation, or maybe even to claim a prize using a gift card. In 2021, the Federal Trade Commission reports that 65,000 consumers lost $233 million in gift card scams. The median loss was about $1,000. More than half of the victims are ages 50 and above. These are the number of people who actually reported to the FTC, which is believed to be a mere 5% of the actual number of victims of this fraud. For the next several minutes, we will share why this scam is so popular, what are the tricks con artists are using to convince you to follow their orders and purchase the cards, how to avoid getting duped, and what you can do if someone you know becomes a victim. So the question, why gift cards? First, they are readily available. Think about the places you shop. They're at the grocery store, they're at the department store, they're even at your pharmacy. How the scam works. A criminal contacts you and directs you to buy 1 or more gift cards, sometimes referred to as electronic vouchers, as a quick means of making a payment. You're directed to share the number on the back of the card by reading them over the phone or texting a picture of the back of the card. Gift cards are popular with scammers because they are untraceable and easily converted into cryptocurrency or cash. In fact, people who fell for the scam and realized what had happened minutes after the incident have tried to reclaim the funds, but they were already gone. Finally, it's easy to move a lot of money in smaller, less detectable ways. It helps criminals avoid anti-money laundering flags in the U.S. payment system. Retailers are taking steps to address the problem. Some train their employees to spot potential victims. Many stores post signs warning of the risk of fraud. Fraudsters often groom the victims by coaching them in ways to respond to the store clerks who question the purchase. Next, Jean.
Thanks, Debbie. As Debbie mentioned, there are many ways that we fall for these scams involving gift cards. And Bruce had mentioned early on that gift cards are an absolute red flag. So you may wonder, how do criminals convince victims to participate in this scam? Well, even the most aware among us can be duped and fall victim. The first thing to understand is that gift cards can be part of pretty much any scam. As we see on the slide, imposter scams are where someone pretends to be someone else and they will contact you saying that they're with Social Security, tech support, sweepstakes winners, it's a job opportunity, even your pastor, a grandchild, or an online soulmate. And the scammer works to get you into a heightened emotional state, whether that state is excitement or fear or even love. So here are some examples that have been shared with us from real life victims. So a church pastor it was told that its church pastor had sent out an email to everyone in the congregation and said that a member was undergoing a hardship and could the people in the congregation please donate via gift card that would then be forwarded to this family. Well, the people who were donating were also asked to please call the pastor and to share the gift card number on the back of the card. So needless to say, the money was not being intended for someone who was a victim of a family disaster, but rather the folks were being duped because the congregation roster had been hacked. Another person told us that she received a call from the deputy sheriff in her town. It was just before 5 o'clock on a Friday, and she was told that she had failed to show up for jury duty. The caller said he regretted to inform her that she could be arrested and held in jail over the weekend until the courts opened on Monday. But as a special favor to her, the sheriff agreed that if she would get a gift card, he would cancel the warrant. So she Googled his name. She found that he was, in fact, a legitimate deputy sheriff. It was someone who was actually sheriff in her town. And then she was convinced that it was on the up and up. And now Debbie's going to share a couple other examples where victims have been asked to pay with gift cards.
Thank you. Romance scams have skyrocketed during the pandemic. Imposters from around the globe pretend to be your new true love who would like to arrange an in-person meeting. But there's unforeseen problems with the travel arrangements, and you're asked to purchase a gift card. But you are promised that you'll be repaid the minute he or she gets off the plane. One of our fellow Fraud Watch Network volunteers shared a story about how he almost fell for this next scam. He received an email from a friend, and the subject line was, "Could you do me a favor?" The friend's message said he was homesick, but it was his son's birthday. He needed his friend to buy an Amazon gift card. Our fellow volunteer was caught off guard, assumed it was legitimate, and said it wasn't until later that he realized it was likely a scam. It was only then that he called his friend, who advised him he had never sent the message. Jean?
Thank you, Debbie. What we see by these examples is that there are very many ways that the criminal can get us under the ether and convince us, either through fear, excitement, whatever trick they can use, that we need to get a gift card. And again, our best option, they tell us, is to hurry up, get the gift card, share the number, and then they will deliver the prize, they will cancel the arrest warrant, whatever it takes. Some victims shared that the scammer even kept them on the phone as they were going to the store and purchasing the gift card so that they would be able to direct their every move. So again, we want to make sure that you are really aware that any sort of transaction involving a gift card is a scam. It can never, ever be legitimate. No government agency will ever contact you and ask you to pay with a gift card to avoid jail, to pay a fine, that sort of thing. So then we just have one more that we would like to share with you, and hopefully this stop sign will be just a warning. You know, anytime you're directed to pay a debt or other obligation with a gift card, it is a scam. Full stop, it's a scam. It can never, ever be legitimate. If you fall victim to a scam involving gift cards, here's what you can do. You can contact the issuing company. Very remote chance that you might be able to get a refund and recover your money. It can happen, but it almost never does. I don't want to give you false hope. We ask that you please file a police report. Keep the gift card and the receipt. It has identifying information that can be helpful when you're filing these law enforcement reports. Please report to the Federal Trade Commission, reportfraud.ftc.gov. Also, AARP's Fraud Watch Network call center has trained volunteers who can guide you through the steps to help you recover. Financial recovery is not guaranteed, as I said earlier, but they are a good step in helping you recover, at least emotionally, and to give you information about where you might be able to go to get some help. It's really important to understand two things. One is that falling victim is not your fault. These folks are professional criminals. They're sophisticated international crime syndicates in some cases, and they use psychological manipulation to victimize people. There's a strong emotional pull to get you to participate in addition to the financial loss. We've talked with people who have had serious loss with marriages, with personal relationships, family connections, and you just don't want to suffer to that extent. So the one thing we also would like to drive home is that these gift card scams are a case where in most cases, there is no pound of cure. You cannot file a report and get your money back. In most cases, you need to pay close attention to that ounce of prevention that is often talked about. And we now want to share a video from the Federal Trade Commission. It's really short, it's about a minute long, and it will help to drive home this information about how dangerous it is to respond to a scam and to purchase gift cards, to pay fines, to claim a prize, that sort of thing.
Let's say someone calls and says he's from the IRS. He says you owe taxes and need to pay right away by getting a gift card at the store. Should you do it? No. It's a scam. Government agencies will never make you pay with a gift card. Now let's say the caller claims to be from a tech support company. He says he needs to fix a problem with your computer after you pay him with a gift card. Should you? No. That's a scam too. Real tech support companies don't work like that or make you pay with a gift card. What if you get a call from someone who says she's a relative or friend and needs money right now? She begs you to go buy her a gift card. Should you do it? No, that's also a scam. Gift cards wouldn't help real family members or friends in a real emergency. Gift cards are for gifts, not for payments. Anyone who tells you to pay with a gift card is a scammer. And once you've shared the gift card number and PIN, your money is probably gone. So what do? If you have paid with a gift card, contact the company that issued the card right away, and then tell the FTC. Reporting to the company and the FTC helps us fight these scams. Go to ftc.gov/giftcards to learn more about how to protect yourself and others.
Well, that's great information. Thanks for presenting that. I think people get confused between credit cards, debit cards. Now we've got crypto. And I think people think of gift cards as just another one of those things. But would you say, and I think I heard you say this, that gift cards are never used for transactions outside of what they're being sold for? Is that fair to say?
I think it's very fair to say. And I think if you were to think logically, the IRS is not going to ask you to pay your back due taxes with an iTunes gift card or an Amazon gift card. It just isn't going to happen. But again, it's that under the ether, right? They get you scared, you're worried, and you just aren't thinking clearly. And we're all human, and these people know what they're doing. They know exactly what buttons to push. They're perfect at what they do.
Yeah. All right.
Well, the sheriff doesn't usually call you and tell you you're going to be arrested.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think if you think about it, if you think of a sheriff's deputy or two sheriff's deputies coming to your door and then taking an iTunes card from you, I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense when you stop and think about it. But a lot of times these con artists don't want to let you stop and think. They want to rush you and they want to scare you, and they don't want you to take a minute. And that's kind of one of our tips too. Is you almost always have time. With the IRS, you have plenty of time. With most bills, you can call and dispute and investigate. You don't need to make an instant decision. And again, people don't come to your door and accept iTunes cards to pay your taxes, or a Walmart card, or even a Visa gift card. That's not the same as a credit card. So, but we have information on this and a lot more things at our ARP Fraud Watch Network website, and that's arp.org/fraud, and you can find all kinds of information there. We also have a fraud helpline that's a telephone service that's completely free, staffed by volunteers, and you can call that toll free and chat with a real live person about your particular issue at 877-908-3360, and that's during business hours. And we've got a lot of experienced people on that. And if you'd like a fraud presentation for your group, could be your church group, school group, business group, any sort of group, you can find out about that at arp.org/WA Speakers Hub. That's WA Speakers Hub. We have presentations on fraud as a general topic, and we also have presentations on cyber safety and other subtopics. But the general presentation is about an hour that includes time for questions. And if you're interested in learning more about how to protect yourself from fraud, that's a service that we offer here in Washington State. And we offer it online as a virtual presentation, but we are also getting back into in-person. We've just done one so far, but hopefully we'll soon be back in person. So I think that's it for this Friday. Gene, Debbie, is there anything we've missed, or have we covered gift cards?
I think the important thing is, as the slide said, full stop, it's always a scam.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for this week. Gene, Debbie, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.